Hello, friends. Welcome to our weekly dive into the thrilling world of tax and corporate law, where we unpack the latest updates for the week ended April 27, 2025. Imagine this as your backstage pass to India's legal arena, where court rulings and regulations shape the business landscape. From income tax surprises to GST battles and corporate curveballs, we are breaking it all down in a way that's lively, clear, and packed with insight. So, grab a cozy seat, and let's explore the legal gems that made headlines this week. We're kicking things off with the Income Tax Act, and the Kerala High Court delivered a fascinating ruling in Anwar Ali Pulakkodan versus Income Tax Officer. Picture a farmer whose agricultural land is taken for a public project, and the government's late in paying compensation. The interest on that delayed payment? The court says it's part of the compensation itself, taxed as capital gains. Better yet, if the land was agricultural and compulsorily acquired, Section 10(37) swoops in to make it tax-free. It's a heartwarming win for landowners caught in bureaucratic delays, showing the law can lean fair. Next, the Gujarat High Court took a stand in Sarkhej Kelavani Mandal versus Income Tax Officer. The assessing officer rushed an assessment order, ignoring the assessee's plea for more time. When challenged, the officer claimed no request was made, but evidence proved otherwise. The court wasn't amused, refusing to let the officer backtrack and quashing the order for sloppy process. It's a reminder that the taxman can't just steamroll, fairness is non-negotiable. The Madras High Court brought drama in Tiru Ramnathan Murugappan versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. During a search at a director's premises, a sale agreement for a plot owned by the petitioner surfaced, triggering a notice under Section 153C. The petitioner, a former employee, claimed the director never registered the sale deed and forced their resignation. They demanded to cross-examine the director, but the tax officer said no and rushed an assessment to beat a deadline. The court cried foul, citing a breach of natural justice, and sent the case back for a redo with cross-examination allowed. It's like a legal timeout to ensure everyone gets a fair shot. In Delhi, the tribunal tackled Vivek Sheel Agarwal versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. The assessee claimed interest on a home loan as a deduction under Section 24(b) for their house and tried to deduct extra interest under Section 57, saying it was to earn income. The catch? No proof showed the loan's purpose was income generation, so the tribunal upheld the disallowance of the Section 57 claim. It's a nudge to back up your tax claims with solid evidence. Capping income tax, the Supreme Court in Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus Dinesh Chandra Narharishankar Upadhyay dismissed a challenge to a High Court ruling. The assessing officer had carefully allowed a Section 54F exemption for capital gains, and the tribunal agreed it was neither wrong nor harmful to revenue. The Supreme Court gave it a thumbs up, reinforcing that well-thought-out tax orders stand tall. Now, let's pivot to GST law, where the Madras High Court made waves. An assessment order under Section 73 was passed without giving the assessee a proper chance to explain GST return discrepancies. The court tossed it, ordering a 25% deposit of disputed taxes and a chance to submit objections with proof. It's a second shot at justice for taxpayers rushed by the system. The Kerala High Court doubled down on fairness, ruling that if a GST show cause notice relies on third-party statements, denying cross-examination breaks natural justice and Section 75(4) of the CGST Act. It's a clear message: no cutting corners in GST proceedings. Delhi High Court, meanwhile, stressed that the 10% pre-deposit for GST appeals under Section 107 is mandatory, no wiggle room. And Kerala High Court added flexibility, saying refund applications can be manual or electronic, rejections for going old school won't fly. Shifting to corporate law, the Supreme Court in Ajay Raj Shetty versus Director upheld a conviction under the Employees State Insurance Act. A general manager, labeled a managing agent, failed to remit ESIC contributions despite deducting them from employees. The court stood firm, showing no mercy for dodging worker welfare. In another landmark ruling, the Supreme Court tackled an unregistered partnership firm. When partners sued a fellow partner for money, Section 69(1) of the Partnership Act barred the case since the firm wasn't registered. It's a stark reminder to formalize your business before heading to court. That's your weekly legal roundup, packed with tax triumphs and corporate clarity. If this got your gears turning, hit that like button, subscribe, and visit www.nmindiaadvisors.com for more insights. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week for another dose of lore and excitement.